Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, this is the National Football League. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, Scott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. but that one incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete to Troutman. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 10, first and goal. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off play action. Scott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Titans.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Now the Titans getting set to go. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Four yards remain for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed. Practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 48. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Scott got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff, running left, Henry. Fighting through at the 25. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chester Rogers there to make the grab. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review the play,
so they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Chester Rogers. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Now Scott on 1st and 10. Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Scott. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
We dominate today.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter, so how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Scott. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, he'll drop to throw. A check down here for Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll look to throw again. He's got the tight end Fertzer right side complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Scott. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 2. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Callaway, the return man. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Here's Scott throwing on first down. A slant to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Scott. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd and 1 from the 2. They run again with Foreman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They begin with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Scott looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Henry running right. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9. Draw play. This is Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Scott. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But just so an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches, they want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Back to throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tennessee offense set to go again. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Anthony Frisker, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes, because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. and that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Kamara to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. He'll look to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. He's back to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, you and I have witnessed some pretty amazing kicks late in the game to win it. This time they tried the really long one. Couldn't quite get it done.
Yeah, it's awfully hard to blame their kicker for this one, though, isn't it? Because that distance, that's almost not realistic. The offensive team has to take a good look at itself. How could you not get more yardage and give him a better opportunity? That's really where the focus is for me.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.